Hey everybody, it's Erin at Scandalous Beauty. Today's video is all about concealer. We're going to talk about different jobs of concealer. We will discuss some different brands that are known for their concealers and some interesting ways of applying it. So first and foremost, concealer's job is basically to cover any type of blemishes that you want hidden. It goes in and will hide whatever the foundation missed if you choose to wear foundation, or you can just wear foundation by itself. Also, it is a great way to give highlights to the skin or to really brighten your face in specific areas. So we'll go over that. So let's say you want to use foundation on the face and just on the face. You don't want to wear foundation because you're not really a foundation chick. That is or boy, that's completely fine. So let me show you an interesting way to do this. I learned this a long time ago. I started doing it. I use this this concealer technique for the how to cover acne and blemishes video, and it really was successful. So hopefully this will help you out. Make sure your face is moisturized really well. I'm going to use this American Beauty Ultimate Diamond Restorative Anti-Aging Cream. Not that I'm, aging or whatever, but I use this in my makeup artist kit because it's a really rich cream. So I'm just going to apply that to my face. I have no makeup on right now. Well, no makeup on my face. So no concealer, no foundation, no powder. You would have put this all over. And what I'd like to do is use a really good firm brush, a small brush. I'm using the Billy B No. 4 brush. I swear by this brush for this technique. He created it more for contour, and of course with a brush is multitask. You can do so many things with it. I choose to use it to buff and to erase things on the skin. I'm going to use the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC50. As you see, I use this a lot, and it's one that it's just very full coverage. I've always done well with it. It's always made me happy, so I stick to it for things like this. I don't know much about like department store brand concealers. I've never honestly tried another concealer. I've never tried any concealer out of the drugstore, so I can't give you too much advice on that. But this is what works for me. So what I'd like to do is find the blemish that I want to get rid of. Let's say I work in this area. Basically, take the foundation, the concealer and the brush, and it's only a bit on there, and just buff. Kind of erase. Do it just like you're erasing, a mark or something on paper. And all that this is going to do is really just fine-tune and get rid of all those blemishes and things that you don't want anybody to see. 2 minutes. That wasn't even 2 minutes. And I've basically done what I would be comfortable with just running out of the house. Cool. Fine. Next, I would take a little bit of my powder. I'm going to do that in another video. Talk all about powders. But take a little bit of powder, throw it on, keep it moving. You're good to go. It's a really simple technique that will get rid of virtually anything. Just make sure your skin is moist first, because if your skin is dry, it's just going to look cakey and nasty, and people are going to say, oh my gosh, that girl looks like she was trying to cover up the blemishes on her face, but her face was so dry and nasty that everything is just sitting like plow on her face. You don't want that. You don't want that. So that's basically one way of doing your concealer on your face. Now mind you, you can use this with any concealer. Like, don't feel like you got to run to the MAC counter and get this concealer. Not that serious. You can use any brand that you have already at home, or if you're on the quest, go out and try and find a concealer that works best for you. Now, some of the concealers that you might know all about, besides MAC, Makeup Forever has an awesome one. I'm going to use that under eye. Also, Becca is known for their concealer. They got a medium. It's on a little palette, and there's a medium coverage side, and a full coverage side. So you can use whichever you need, or you can mix it together for a little bit of both. Also, Laura Mercier has the Secret Camouflage. I believe that's what it's called. And they've got so much going on with that. You got to check out Laura Mercier because she's known for that, especially for the clear girls and everybody that's a little lighter than me. Not that I disliked her concealer, but I hadn't tried it. I tried it once and I didn't run back to it. Let's put it that way. You know, Bobbi Brown has always been known for her concealers. There's the creamy concealers have been a winner for years and a billion different awards. And it's a really great quality product. She has them, you can buy them even in a set. It'll come with the loose powder underneath. And sometimes they come out in like travel sets and things. So it's a small palette that you can take around with you. Also, Eve Pearl is known for hers, the Salmon Concealer. You can buy it separately, or you can buy it in like a palette to kind of custom match. That is supposedly great. So many makeup artists swear by that Salmon Concealer. 3 Custom Color is another one that has it by itself, or you can get it in a palette. I actually have the 10 palette, and I use that for foundation sometimes. And that's really great. Very, very, very creamy, very luxurious. You can see that's a great one. And then for some people that have extreme dark circles, the dark circles that look blue, that look, I mean, they're so dark that you need something really, really serious and effective to cover them, which might be the case for some of you out there. There are brands like Cover FX, Dermablend, Jane Iredale. Products that are used typically for burn victims and things like that are going to give you a very, very high dose of coverage, and you can really, really, really get great results using a product like that. So let me show you how to do under eye concealer. This is something that I do not that often, but people ask if they should use a lighter concealer under their eye or a darker color concealer. Use a lighter concealer if you want to highlight your skin, if you really want that lighter effect underneath. If you don't want that lighter effect, use your same color. There's nothing wrong with using your same color concealer under your eye if you just want to get rid of blemishes. Completely fine. And you only also want to use a lighter concealer if you are wearing foundation or powder on top, because otherwise you're going to have that light eye and nothing around it, and then you're going to look crazy. So I'm using this Orb eye moisturizer. You definitely want moisturized eyes under eye, because all that tugging and pulling is not alright. So this is by a company called Sjal. It's a Swedish line. I got a sample of it when I went to the Plaza Hotel in New York, and it's a line that I'd heard about and read about in magazines years and years and years ago. And it's a very luxurious line. I could never afford a full bottle of this because I think it's like $200 or something like that, something insane. But it's decadent. It's decadent. You can see why it costs a lot. So I'm using my ring finger and try to pat the moisturizer in. You want to use your ring finger because it gives you the less amount of pressure, the least amount of pressure, excuse me, and it really, really, really makes a difference. I get yelled at by you guys so often for tugging at my eye. I don't mean to. I'm trying to find a different way to learn. I swear I'm trying to learn. So there we go. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever brand new HD concealer, which comes in a really cool tube like this. It's a gel tube, and basically what you do is you twist the cap like so. There it comes. Bada boom, bada bam. Place it on my hand like this. And this is going to give me that light eye look. So you can either use your ring finger again, like so, and just kind of, I'm sorry, I want to make sure you guys can see. Make sure you get it right under where you want it. I like to do like that, and then just kind of push it in very, very lightly. Now you can do it that way. Some people use a flat concealer brush or a flat eyeshadow brush, like let's see. Some people use like this. This is a MAC 249 brush. You can use this one, MAC Made for Concealer. I hate this brush though. I don't even know I have this brush. Well, I had it because I tried it and I hate it. So I just apply like creams to the eye with it. This is the 194 brush. Yeah, I hate it for a lot of reasons. Or you can use a good shader brush like this, a soft brush like this. This is the 217 brush. I think one of the best blending brushes in the world. And you can blend from there, like so. Or even, I don't think MAC makes this anymore, the 225 brush. I've seen so many artists use this for concealer and just kind of whisk it in like this. Wisp it in. Is that what I mean? I don't think that's what I mean, but yeah. So here is some more concealer. I only need a little bit. It's a completely very, very natural look. And I'm only using a little. There you go. Use a little at a time. And then you can take a little bit of a powder. I'm going to use the banana powder by Ben Nye and just apply it underneath to set, so that it doesn't start creasing, or it takes longer to crease if it is going to crease. Take your concealer with you and take your powder with you to cover up if you need to touch up, excuse me, if you need to. So those are really the basics of applying concealer.